What's happening? That's T-Threat. T-Threat is ready to go. Watch this. I am ready to go. Did you think I only had one pair? Last week I wore a pair that are falling off as I'm working out. These actually fit. These are my new ones. You know that I got more than one pair. So I want to just quickly say before we get started today, by the way, what we're doing today is abs and lower back. And it's awesome. It's a good one, and you need nothing but a space on the floor and your body, I think, for every bit of this. So nobody needs anything but the will to do it. So let's go. But what I want to say real quick before I get going on that is last night I made the contribution to No Kid Hungry, and I really want to thank everybody who contributed to that. And so I'm the person that gets to make the transfer, right? But you all know that's not my contribution. That is our contribution. So thank you so much. It feels really, really good to know for sure that we're doing something that is helping other people. We're being selfish, right? Mr. Crawford, we're being selfish. Feels good to be selfish. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're going to have to go back a couple videos and hear the explanation on how there is no such thing as a selfless act. But thank you so much. And so you know, I've always had the platform, the Patreon platform has been very clear. If you subscribe there, and you do like a paid tier, 100% of the proceeds from those subscriptions go to charity. That's what we did last night. You also now have the opportunity to join. It's called Join on YouTube. So click the Join page or Join tab, whatever, and it'll give you different tiers that you can look at, and you can join any one that you want to. Thank you in advance. But I think it's clear on each one of those tiers what you get when you join those tiers. Every single one of them that you join, though, contributes to No Kid Hungry. So whatever you want to do there, thank you. And you're awesome. Please know that you're awesome just for being here. If you want to level up and make sure that you're taking care of other people, that's a really good way to do it. And otherwise, through this page, the only way that I can help you do that is to just suggest that you be nice to people, which I'm happy to do because that's cool too. All right, we're going to start today. Oh, yeah. Oh, it feels so good to stretch. You got to stretch. That's one of the things we're going to talk about because Ashley asked me what my favorite stretch is. She also is the one that gave us elevators, which is what we're going to start with. Ashley, thank you so much. We're going to start with elevators, and then I'm going to soon let you know what my favorite stretch is. All right, so plank position. And basically, as far as I understand it, this is what you do for elevators. I think that I have miscounted once again. I'm going to do one more just to make sure I got 10. Okay, so this now is is my favorite stretch. I've got my feet out just a little bit wider. And all I'm going to do is reach back and touch my toes. And it feels so good. Are you ready? Please do this with me. This is a game changer. It feels so good. Here we go. Oh, go! Yes. Yeah. And that's real. Woo! That's not me trying to, that's not me trying to just make noises for the sake of making noises. It feels that good. Oh, yeah. It feels that good. And also, it is just for the sake of me making noises. Nobody has to be ridiculous. It's more fun that way, though, isn't it? All right, just a few more. This, I'm not sure. I think that also is a workout. I think, you do feel it in your core. So it's more than just a stretch, but what I really appreciate about it the most is the stretch. It stretches every part of my body, and I love it. It feels so good. So what we're going to do now is, because why not? I don't know if this is an abs thing, but for me, it certainly can't hurt. Same position, plank position. We're going to do some more shoulder taps. And then from this, we're going straight in to mountain climbers. And I think it's better, I really think it's probably better for you to see from the side when I do these. So plank position, and really, really, really lean into it. And again, I lost count. I'm doing one more. Oh. That's a good start. We're going to begin getting through this pretty quick today because there's not a whole lot of stuff to do. But every single thing we do, I really feel it. Truthfully, with the exception of the shoulder taps. I don't know exactly what they do. Somebody please tell me, because I know I'm keeping myself sturdy. Maybe is it a core thing or what is it? I don't know what it is. Everything else though, I know exactly what it does because I feel it. So we're going to do a couple things here that I think kind of go together, and I got to be at an angle for this. First thing, you're in the donkey position. And I don't know, what we learned about donkeys yesterday, the donkey kicks, is that if you bring your knee way up forward and then raise it up like that, you get more out of it. Now I know, thank you. This is similar to that, except we're not doing donkey kicks. No idea what this is called. We can name it. For now, I'm going to call it donkey stretches. You ever seen a donkey stretch? You have now. feel that in my lower back. So I call it donkey stretches because I think that's what it kind of looks like. But it's, yeah, of course it stretches things, but also you want to feel that in your lower back. And to do something similar but different, similar but different, here's what we're going to do. These are called Supermans. And this room is barely long enough, wide enough for me to do this. But flat on your stomach, stretched out, and just raise up. Superman! If you're in your gym right now and you want people to look at you, turn your speaker up real loud right now. If you want some attention, turn your speaker up. Ready? Superman! We're doing Supermans! Let's go! Did somebody sound the alarm? Let's go! Let's go! All right, so we did Supermans now. Next thing I want to do is suck-ups. And I want to do these a little bit. Actually, no, these. Yeah, we're going to do these a little bit different. We're going to do a few of these things just a little bit different. We do abs 3 times a week. So I think that, we can do a lot of different exercises for abs. We've got some good ones. And we're going to just tweak them a little bit for this. So suck-ups, usually, this is what I do. Usually I try to lean back a little bit and suck everything in, right? And then lay back and then suck it all in. So today, I saw this, I've never tried it. We're gonna do it just a little bit different, and maybe it's best from the side. So, you're going to raise your butt up just a little bit, right? And then this is better. That's better if you straighten your legs all the way out instead of just doing it from here. That really doesn't do a whole lot, but this does. I really feel that. That's different. Maybe not for me, maybe not better than so that for me is better. I'm glad we tried something different, but I think I get more out of the regular suck-ups than I do with what I tried today. I'm glad we tried it. And if it's good for you, keep doing it. Do what works for you. I'm just your gym buddy. I'm here doing it with you. Now, for those of you who are still just hanging out, thank you for being here. We're going to do some sweep pipes. So you have a choice. You either get down on the ground and do some sweep pipes with us, or we want to hear your beautiful voices while we do sweep pipes. So it was so funny, and I'm so sorry I can't remember your name, but the comments last time I read, somebody said, I panicked and sang my national anthem. That's fine. That's fine. Let us have it. Whatever you want to sing. We love it. But here we go right now. So those of you who are doing this, you got a pipe that goes all the way up through the ceiling, right? Imaginary pipe. Can't put your feet through it. Got to step around it. Everybody else is going to sing right now while we do this. Thank you. Here we go. Get your feet up high. Step around. Let's go, sweet pipes. All right, put them down. So, did I just hear somebody singing Michael McDonald? I could have sworn. I just heard somebody in that mix of singing go, "Shine, sweet freedom." And it almost made me laugh. But it didn't. And I appreciate all of you. Thank you. Sweet pipes. Sweet pipes. Now, before we stand up and do anything else, we're going to do these. And remember, I can do this from the side too. Remember, shoulders up. We're going to try and keep our shoulders up for this, which means our hands are down here by our butt. And if you want to make it harder on yourself, try and keep your legs straight. If you want to make it easier on yourself, keep your knees bent. But whatever you do, once you pick up your heels, they don't touch the floor until you're done. One more. Oh, goodness. That works every time. That one works every time. Let's do something. This is something that I kind of made up. So I don't know how effective it is, but it's going to give our abs a break just for a second. I think we could all probably appreciate that. And it feels good. This one feels good. It's almost like stretching again, right? I noticed this over this past weekend. I was outside picking up a bunch of sticks in our yard because we got a bunch of trees and it's awesome. But they're a lot of work. They're always dropping sticks. You got to get them before you cut the grass, all that. So I noticed when I was bending over picking up these sticks, my legs were on fire. And I thought, I did not expect that. So bend overs. I remember this doing construction work too. Lots of bend overs doing construction work, picking up sticks, whatever you're doing. For this, instead of bending over and picking something up, what I want to do right now, I want to keep my legs straight. And this looks ridiculous, but I don't care. I like it. Hands straight up in the air and just come down and touch your toes. And just try to make like your hips are the only joint that you want to move, right? If you can do that, it feels pretty good. Bend overs. I think it's a safe lower back workout. Let's just do 2 more just to be safe. So, oh yeah, I remember like doing concrete work. You gotta, in a lot of the pours that we did, flat stuff, like big driveways or, just big pads of concrete. A lot of times you had to bring in this rebar that was 20 feet long. I don't know how long it is, probably 20 feet long, different gauges, right? So different widths. And you carry it in and you lay it out in a grid. And then you come back when you've got this really nice grid and you tie where it crosses, where those rebars cross, you tie those with a piece of wire. And so you tie here, then you come over here, tie here, then you come back here, you tie this one. And you want to talk about some bend overs. When you do it every day, you get used to it. But I've been away from that long enough. I just was picking up sticks, and my goodness, that is a workout. T-threat! You gotta respect T-threat. I promise you, when I go out in public, I don't behave this way. I promise. We're doing two more things. And for both of them, I'm going to need a timer. You guys are awesome. You're awesome. Every bit of it. So you know what we're going to do first? I think you know what we're going to do first. But instead of scissors the way we've always done scissors, we're going to change them a little bit. Just a little bit. But we are going to change them. The first thing that we want to do is remember that we have our shoulders off the ground, right? Hands down to our sides, feet up. We want our feet up off the ground. And instead of just doing this, which is what we've been doing, we're going to try and do this. And almost like you're cutting, instead of you're using your scissors this way, now you're using them this way. You're cutting like you've turned your scissors, right? Turn them. We're going to cut some other stuff now. We're going to try it. 30 seconds. Here we go. Get your shoulders up. You're supposed to try and keep your lower back flat on the floor too. And I'm not sure right now. I don't know. We'll have to talk about it. But I don't know. All right, stop. I don't know if that way is more effective or if this way is more effective. I really don't know. But it's good to try new things. Speaking of new things, this is just introduced. Last week, we're going to do it again. Bicycles. We're going to go for a bike ride. So, same position. Shoulders up. Lower back flat on the ground. And you're going to ride a bicycle for 30 seconds. Oh, you know what I'm noticing here? Just a little bitty thing, but if I kind of pull my toes back instead of having them pointed forward, that changes things. It changes things a little. Shoulders up. Oh, goodness. Oh! Bicycles! Bicycles are no joke. They're no joke. I like it. All of it. So, going through my list, we did twisters, but we didn't do Russian twists. Let's try it. Let's just try it real quick. We've got just a second before we end this anyway. I got questions to answer, I guess. But one more thing for our workout for our abs. And there's a good chance I'm not going to be able to do this at all because I'm shot. But Russian twists. So 45-degree angle from the floor if you can. And then we're going to take our whole body. We're going to turn our head and really look at the direction we're going. Because I think that if you turn your head, your body will follow it, right? Let's try this. Let's just do 10 of them. Try to do 10 good ones. Oh, goodness. And notice I said try to do 10 good ones. I just tried. I don't know. Oh, my goodness. And then keep in mind, you can do this while I'm talking if you want. Just, we got 2 more sets of everything we just did. 2 more. and then you finish today's workout. So, the questions that I got from yesterday, just like the questions you're asking right now, I will get to them tomorrow. So, Ashley said, what is your favorite stretch? You know what it is. Yes, ma'am. That is my favorite, and I do love it. Alma, is it better to work out alone? So, I think that's a personal thing, right? I'm a person where this may be kind of unique. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm learning as I go, right? I've been doing that in front of whoever decides they want to tune in. And again, thank you all for being here. But I think that what happens is sometimes people are either self-conscious of their body and they don't want anybody to see it, or they go to a gym and they compare themselves to other people. And that's really unhealthy, right? Both of those things are unhealthy. You should never be ashamed of the way that you look. You are perfectly imperfect. If you want to change the way you look, then you can do that. Sometimes people want to get to a certain level in their own head where they can be comfortable to go out and do this stuff with other people. So you start at home and you work out and do what you can. And then if you want to join a gym, because maybe you get a sense of unity out of that, and belonging to something, you have support from other people. However it works best for you really is the answer to that question. I do this the way that I'm doing it for a lot of different reasons, but I have also been on a lot of different teams. I played a lot of sports growing up, so I know what it feels like to have support and encouragement from teammates. So if you get a sense of team out of working out with other people, then I think that's really healthy and really great. As long as you're all supportive of each other and encouraging and all about everybody's benefit, then yeah, I think that's really cool. But it's a personal thing, I think. Find out try both, maybe. I don't know. See what you like best. So Rebecca said, any advice for beginners? Yes. So, for me, as far as this journey that I've been on, what I've recognized is that probably 80% of the changes that I have seen physically are a direct result of what I eat. The way that I give myself nutrients has been what has really made me recognize things the most, I think, right? Being on a very strict nutrition plan. Working out has definitely, for me, sped up all of the results that I'm getting from eating, right? And now I'm at a place where I'm trying to eat more of the right foods so that I can grow muscles. So that's what I would like to do. So, but I will say this, as a beginner, you're taking a big step, which takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of determination, and it takes a lot of gumption, right? And so what you have to recognize, though, is that you're not going to see immediate results. No matter what you do, you're not going to see immediate results. So my suggestion is to do this right. Get yourself on a healthy meal plan so that you know you're not eating anything that's bad, like donuts and different, desserts, a lot of those things. You don't need those. I mean, you want them, of course, right? You don't need those things, though, to keep you alive. And so if your goal is to get fit and feel really good, I think the fastest way to get there is in a straight line. So Figure out what works for you nutrition-wise, and then start working out. And then if you do those two things together and you do it for 2 solid weeks, I think you're going to already recognize changes in the way that you look. You're definitely going to recognize changes in the way that you think. Without doubt, you will have earned a sense of pride and accomplishment because you're doing this every day. And the thing that's difficult about starting, I've talked about this a bunch of times, so you can go back and watch this on other videos. But at the beginning especially, it's human nature, I think, to think about all the things that you can't have and all the things that you have to do, right? Can't have things in your diet, have to do things working out. Once you start seeing the work that you've put in pay off, and you will, it's only 2 or 3 weeks, I promise you, and then there will no doubt be changes that you recognize. Once you get to that point, your perspective changes. You no longer think about what you can't have, what you have to do. You only start recognizing, oh my goodness, if I stay with this and I continue to work as hard as I am, this is what I get to have. And remember, you already feel really good because you've worked hard and you've earned it. The whole thing, it compounds itself. You just have to get over the hump. And the hump, I think, is the first 2 or 3 weeks of basically changing your life. You got to trade in everything that you used to do, and you got to kind of change it into something that you want to do. You may not realize right away that that's what you want, but once you start doing it, you're going to feel a lot better, and you're going to recognize, yeah, this is what I was looking for. So, again, it doesn't happen overnight. You're going to stumble. You're going to fall. You got to pick yourself back up and keep going. You can do it. You can do it, and you're going to be happy that you did. Lil Freak says, what's your favorite exercise? All of them. And I know, whatever, that's like, whatever answer, but it's the truth. Because I'm in that place now where I'm not looking at it as, what do I have to sacrifice for this? No, I'm not. That's not even in my mind at all anymore. What I see is, this is what I get to have after I do all these things. I get to feel better. I get to, in my mind, look better. I get to have confidence. All the things. And every exercise that I do is something that helps me get there. So I do have a favorite stretch. But as far as exercise goes, I don't think I have one. I like them all. Agasthia, and I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. Would you ever like to work to make a video with gym influencers? Yeah, that would be really cool. But which one of them is going to agree to have some crazy person on their page? If you find one that wants to do a video with me, then yeah, if we can make it happen, I think it would be awesome. I would love it. Thank you for asking. So Ling, you asked, how are you so happy and positive? And I think, all right. So first thing you got to remember is that I'm in front of a camera right now, right? In front of however many people decide to watch this. And so I want to present myself in a way that I think is helpful to the cause I'm trying to. Obviously, I don't care too much whether you think I'm crazy or not. I certainly don't take myself too seriously. But I'm not always in a great mood. I think that when I'm here, especially here, I recognize how fortunate I am, because if you look at my Instagram, what do you call it, bio or whatever, my page, the first thing that you're going to read if you click on my Instagram is that it says, I believe that everyone should feel love, and everyone deserves. Love, acceptance, and inclusion. And I very much feel like I have all those things from you. And I very much appreciate them. And I want everyone else to know, too, that if you're here, you have all those things, too. You have all of those things here. If you don't feel like you have it elsewhere, know that you have it here. And I hope that you feel like you have it everywhere, because everyone deserves that. But I am very, very fortunate that I have, I guess ultimately, I fell into and truly fell into a project that changed my life in so many positive ways. And I would not have the life that I do without that experience. And so I remember every day, the only reason anybody knows me and wants to hear anything I say is not because of me, it's because of something that I was part of. And so now, because I'm in the position that I'm in, I've recognized that instead of just being appreciative of it, which is really all I can do as far as that goes, I am. And I can never really express that enough. But there's an opportunity to do something with that. Other than just feel like I'm so lucky. I'm so happy that I'm so lucky. No, I have an opportunity, and I'm trying to use it right now to create something that is a situation where everybody wins. Everybody wins. I win too. I feel great. I really feel great. And so now I'm going to be done here. I'm going to finish this workout. I'm going to go to work where I don't necessarily want to be, but I have to be. We all got to do it, right? And I will know for the rest of my day that I did this with all of you. And I couldn't thank you enough. I cannot thank you enough. So the least I can do when I'm in front of you is be happy. And I truly am. I'm not trying to pretend that I'm happy. I truly am. But to make you aware of it is a way of thanking you, I think. So hopefully that's what you're feeling from it. But yeah, you're awesome. And I appreciate all of you. So thank you very much. And let's finish this workout. Try to remember what I've tried to do today is, we're doing a bunch of abs. We're doing just very few lower back stuff. I don't really know a whole lot of lower back exercises, but try to go back and forth with them so that you can get through all of the ab stuff, because you definitely will get something out of that. Hopefully you do with the lower back stuff too. But yeah, it's easier if you don't do all the ab stuff in a block and then do the lower back stuff. Mix them together. Whatever. Right on. You guys are awesome. You truly are. And I appreciate you for the support that you've given me. Thank you. And let's spread this with as many people as we can. Hopefully, it'll be good for everybody. That's the goal. So take care of yourselves. Be well. See you tomorrow.